looking into this report. I think the first thing I want to know is what did you get or what did you sense from U.S. military officials when you asked about this today?
Right. Well, the response from them was really interesting because the Pentagon responded. A spokesperson simply said, we're aware of the report and we have nothing to add to it. So they didn't confirm it and they didn't deny it, which is really interesting because Iran here is making a lot of really bold claims. I mean, they're claiming that they have the ability to not only hack into U.S. drones, but also to hack into more than one drone at the time and also to control them. I mean, in that video we saw, there's a drone and they're controlling it and making it land. And the United States is aware of that, you know, from those videos and from the way that they responded to it. So it's really interesting to see this response from the Pentagon.
Well, you know, I'm glad you made that distinction because there's a difference between just, oh my God, look, the United States drones over Syria and Iraq are taking some interesting pictures. Let's see if we can see what the pictures look like. That's story one, which appears to be evident according to the reports we're looking at in these pictures. But then there's the second part. And this is what you just said, right? The possibility that they didn't just look at the pictures, but that they actually commandeered the drone itself and thusly brought it to the ground, right?
Right, exactly. And the fact that they're looking at more than one drone at the same time, I mean, that gives them the ability to see what the United States is seeing from a lot of different points of view over Iraq and Syria, and that their drones don't even have to be involved if that's what's happening.
A couple of questions. Let me bring in Michael Maloof here, former Pentagon official. So many things to ask you about here. I guess the first part is what we were just talking about, the possibility that they actually not only peered into the video, but actually commandeered and brought down that drone.
That's correct.
Possible? Do you believe they could have?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. They probably not only did that, but they can actually use it to gain intelligence on what we're looking at and be able to move their forces accordingly. And this is technology and a capability that they've had since at least 2011, when they were able to commandeer the RQ-170 stealth drone, which was a CIA drone from Afghanistan, flying over and doing reconnaissance over Iran. They were able to commandeer that drone, bring it down to the ground in Iran, reverse engineer that drone, and they're now using drones similar to that. Plus, they got access to the electronics, highly classified electronics inside that drone. The Iranians have been known for years to be expert in electronic warfare. They are great at hacking, and they're able to control the algorithms and the logic in order to control these things. I've had an Iranian tell me that if they can do this on a more sophisticated level, they can do this with radars, our ships, anywhere, any U.S. or NATO capable aircraft.
Is it protocol, by the way? I know a lot of people are watching us right now and they're wondering, why did we blow up our own drone? Is that proper protocol in a situation like this?
If we could not gain access to it and it had highly sensitive technologies on it, sure.
Second question I really want to ask you, as a former Pentagon official, what's the thinking tonight as folks in the Pentagon are monitoring RT tonight and watching this report? Are people going to be fired over something like this? Are they worried? I mean, is this a screw up? I mean,
well, it shows. I'm a little surprised that the Iranians revealed this capability. We were aware of it, but the fact that they've actually gone public, it then allows us now to figure it out. We probably did not have systems sufficiently encrypted, and they were able then to toy and hack into the electronics of that drone, or all the drones. And in fact, the RQ-170, they were able to gain control of that by hacking the satellite that controlled it.
If they can do this, and if they